This week, we wrap up the book of Vayikra with reading Behar and Bechukotai. Behar means mountain, and this parsha has God speaking again to Moshe on Mount Sinai. Here, God gives instructions that are to apply once we return to our promised land. We are given instructions for the Shemitah year every 7th year, and for the Yavel year every 50th year. These rules should help us better prioritize what is to be and what is not to be of importance in our lives. Things are but things, whereas values are values. Our lives are not to be economically focused, but our lives are to be value focused. This should lead us to better respect for ourselves and better respect for God. We owe all we have to God. The earth and everything and everyone on it actually belongs to God, not to us. We need to respect God and all of God's creation, including each other. V'lo tonu ish et amito. Do not wrong one another. V'asitem et chukotai v'et mishpatai tishmeru. You shall observe my ways and rules. V'asitem otam, and do them. We are not to serve any man, but we are to only serve God. We are again warned, Lo ta'asu lachem elilim. You shall not make idols for yourselves. And it is again stressed too. Et shabtotai tishmoru. Keep my Sabbaths. Umikdashi tira'u. And venerate my sanctuary. From this reading of Behar with rules and reminders, we progress into reading Bechukotai, which stresses consequences. For instance, Im Bechukotai telechu, if you follow my path. V'et mitzvotai tishmeru, and observe my commandments. V'asitem otam, and do them. V'natati gishmechem be'itam, I will grant you rains in their season. V'natna haaretz yevula, so that the earth shall yield its produce. V'etz hasadeh yiten piryo, and the trees of the field their fruit. If we follow God's ways, then the rain will come as needed, and then the produce will come from that. Life is a series of ifs and thens. And this parsha explains the good that could come from doing right and warns us of the bad that could come from not doing right. Those who follow God's ways are promised to be blessed, and those who reject God's ways are promised to be cursed. God certainly wants us to do right because it is right, and not because of desire for reward or because of fear of punishment. But this is detailed here in this reading for the sake of those who disappointingly otherwise still would not do right. V'halachtem imi keri, if the way you go is against me, V'halachti af ani imachem bekeri, then the way I go will be against you. If only we as a people were to walk in God's way, the world would be so much better. We, though, are given the power of choice, which can bring us blessing or can bring us curse. If only we as a people were to walk in God's way, if only we were to holech, walk, the path of halacha. And we so here finish Vayikra from Behar with such rules and reminders, and Bechukotai with such warnings of consequences. Chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek. Be strong, and we will strengthen one another. And I will leave you with all this to ponder, as I wish you the Shabbat Shalom.